What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy S7, and this is specifically the Edge variant, and we're going to be taking a look and seeing if it's a good value purchase in 2024. Now, straight off the bat, guys, I'm going to be saying that you should not be purchasing this phone in 2024 to use as a main phone. This phone is just too old and too outdated and too slow for you to be using as a main phone in 2024. However, if you need a secondary phone or a backup phone for pretty cheap, then this could be a good option. So we're going to go through some tests and we're going to find out if this is a decent phone to pick up maybe for pretty cheap and use as a secondary phone. This is my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge right here. It is in a little bit bad condition, but it does work for the purposes of this test. So everything that is broken with the phone is purely cosmetic and should not cause any dysfunctionality with the phone for the purposes of this test. As you can see, my unit has some pretty bad burn-in. It has some cracks, and it has a different color back, but this phone does perform perfectly fine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the camera. I'm going to give you some test shots and videos from this camera to give you guys an example of what this camera looks like. And I'm going to be putting it up against my Pixel 6, and we're going to give you some example shots, and I'll splice those in right here. Here I am at the park doing the camera comparison test. The one on the left should be the Pixel 6, and the one on the right should be the S7 Edge. So here's the camera comparison. Here's the sky and the grass, so we should get some decent dynamic range here. Let's go for a little bit of jog so you can see the video stabilization. And yeah, you guys let me know which one you guys think is better. Here is the camera comparison for the front camera. So this should be the video comparison for both the Pixel 6 and the S7 front camera. So let me get a good picture or a good video of the sky, good video of my face, good video of the grass. And you guys can see the dynamic range that both of these two devices have. So you guys can make a conclusive decision on which camera is better, which obviously the more modern smartphone, the Pixel 6, is going to have the better camera, but you know, maybe, who knows. So yeah, here's the camera comparison between the S7 Edge front camera video and the Pixel 6 front camera video, so you guys can decide which one you think is better. Now, second off, we're going to be going to a game. Let's just open up Temple Run here, and we're going to be seeing how fast it loads and how well it runs. So let's just let that load for a second. Okay guys, so we loaded into the game here. That took about 20-30 seconds. And as you can see, now that we're in the game, it runs pretty smoothly. You can play it just fine. There's a little bit of jitter here, but overall for simple games, this phone should work perfectly fine. As you can see, no real lag or jitter that would make the game unplayable, so this is pretty good. Next, I'm going to open up YouTube, and I'm going to give you guys a display test. This isn't going to be super scientific because obviously my device has pretty bad burn-in, but we will do a test anyways to give you some examples of the performance. Okay, so I'll be playing this 4K Costa Rica 60 FPS video. Let's go into the settings here. And as you can see, it is taking a little bit to load some of the things. Let's go into advanced, and let's put this to 1440p. And then turn it and see how well it runs. Alright, after some time, it is running pretty smoothly here at 60 FPS at 1440p, as you can see. And the colors do look pretty good despite the burn-in. I do think this display is very good for its time. So let's go out of that. And as you can see, we do have like the mini player here. We don't need that anymore. So guys, if you go into phone right here, you know, obviously it loads pretty quickly, and you know, you can make phone calls, or you can go into messages, start a new message, and that all works pretty flawlessly. It is a little bit slow, but for basic actions like sending a message or sending a call out or taking photos, this phone should work perfectly fine. But guys, you really shouldn't be picking up this phone in 2024 to be using as a daily driver. I got this device for $30 off my friend, which was a pretty good deal. But if you find one for more expensive, then it's probably not worth picking up. You could probably get something like an S8 or S9 for just a little bit more, and that'll give you an infinitely better experience. But for basic tasks like web browsing, calculating, you know, sending emails, playing games, very basic games, it's going to work perfectly fine. The display is definitely very good for its time if you find a model without burn-in. And let's do a quick speaker test. So I'm going to open up the same video. We're going to turn this all the way up, and we're going to play and see how loud it gets. Speaker here is on the bottom right here. So guys, the speaker is pretty loud for its time, and it's pretty good, it's pretty clear, but you're not gonna be like using this as like a speaker for a party or something. It's not gonna be the loudest thing in the world, but it's definitely good for basic video content viewing. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we have to cover here. So in conclusion, the S7 definitely isn't a phone you should be picking up anymore to use as a daily driver, but you definitely could get this phone for someone like a grandparent, a parent, or a child. And this would work perfectly well as like just a basic device to contact, play some basic games, take some photos, and all that basic kind of stuff. But you're not going to be really doing any intensive stuff on a device like this. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe down below and leave a like to my YouTube channel. It would really help me out a lot. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.